if people didn't know how little we knew about this shit, they're gonna know now.
Oh yeah, no, they are absolutely gonna know at the moment.
So for 2025, we're gonna be streaming every podcast, our podcast, the
Uh-huh.
Shooters Brief podcast, live. Everything's gonna be live. And right now we're streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I think Instagram's streaming.
Okay.
I don't know. Like this is new for me. But
I don't show us streaming on YouTube. I'm on the page.
dude, I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works.
We'll see.
But it does say that it's working. So what's coming up this weekend? Which for those of you who don't know,
it does show us live. Okay. This weekend is me just trying to get some gear sorted out. So this weekend's just is what it is. I got some rifle gear I need to figure out, get sorted, get cleaned, get ammo built for, that kind of stuff.
Did you how long did it take you to clean all your rifles? Because you loan them out to everybody and you don't shoot them yourself. Nobody cleans them.
Yeah, no. So that was one of the like little 10-minute topics I want to chat about, which is the everybody's cleaning process, because I had two of the barrel, a lot of the rifles I had were just fouled, rusted, just absolutely hammered. One may just need a rebarrel at this point, but I'm gonna go shoot. I know the numbers what they should be. I'll see if they're running a little too fast or not fast enough. But I need to go out and spend some time out and get some data on the rifles. But yeah, if you don't clean them rifles,
I mean, the boys are calling you out. They're trying to get you to come out there and participate in the festivities of competing.
I know. I would have been the perfect match too, right? I won't say it's an easy match, but that would have been a great match for me to go and just train at. With the kids, it just wasn't in, the cards weren't there, right? I had to stuff with my dad and other things going on, but I went out, I tried to get some rifles zeroed. It's too much all at once. But we did learn some things, that going to our range is actually just easier than trying to go to one that's super close to me, because it just,
I mean, when you have your own training facility, it becomes almost, I got to drive an extra 45 minutes, a lot easier than let me deal with all the red tape bullshit of public facilities.
Yeah, but it was nice though. It got me at least going out there and bringing out a handful of rifles I needed to address. It got me the ability to, it forced my hand. I had to address a few things. So I've been cleaning rifles for like the last 3-4 days, and out of the 6 or 7 rifles, one of them probably needs a rebarrel, but I don't know. We'll see.
Chris Davis said, "Put the golf clubs down and pick up that rifle, son."
I know, right? Jesus. But I mean, all things in moderation, right? So a lot of my issues could have been mitigated had I stored some of these properly, even with them not being cleaned. I just let life get away from me the last couple of years. And
carbon will sit there and eat the barrel, like we're not just talking about rust, but carbon will eat the shit just as bad when you leave it sit for so long.
Yeah. And I think, talking about cleaning, I think what people don't like, you hear all the time, like I'll clean my rifles when they start the groups open up. But like, that is such that's
dude, you know who that's for? That's for people who shoot consistently, like weekly, every other day. That's not for people like you.
Okay, but hear me out. So, like, what's your cleaning schedule on, say, what are you shooting right now?
Well, right now, what's my current situation?
So let's say you were here and you were shooting matches all the time. currently, what are you shooting?
Depends on the match. I'm shooting 6BR, 6XC, one of those.
Let's say whatever. Let's say you're shooting 6XC. Let's say you're shooting 6
Yeah.
Creed or something, right? Something I can wrap my head around. Like these aren't like 5,000 round barrels. These are like 8 to 1,200 round life barrels, right? So you got to clean them because these are high pressure.
I'm cleaning mine
You got to
every 400 rounds.
Yeah, I would say I realistically, like for me, my interval would be probably 200, but you're better than most, which is guys that'll just shoot it until the groups open up and then they clean
Well, I
it.
have to take extra care too, because
I mean,
now,
like credit to like the Hornady podcast. I think was it? Oh,
no, keep going.
So, like, just a couple, like a thousandth of an inch of carbon built up is what, a couple thousand psi extra in the freebore area, right? Like, you start to let it. It's not just that it's dirty, but it's the pressure, the increased pressure that thing sees. That just eats the barrels out. You'll take a well-maintained barrel that should be like 1,200 rounds and it'll see 7 or 8 because you just never cleaned the thing. And it's not just because like it's dirty. It's because that thing is seeing so much pressure and heat. It just beats it up.
Carbon rings are a bitch, dude. Like you get those carbon rings in there that are little nasty fuckers, and you're trying to get them out, but they can cause havoc on your group sizes as well. So with my current situation where I'm constantly leaving and going overseas, I have to clean every time I'm about to leave. And I leave like a film of some type of lubricant in the barrel just to try and prevent any corrosion from happening. And then when I come back, before I go shoot it, I got to get all that shit out of there. And that's just to protect it while I'm gone.
Yeah.
And so,
yeah.
Good times for you cleaning, buddy.
Luckily, I had.
I don't envy you.
No, and then my bigger problem is I have so many different fucking rifles that, like, I must have 11 different stupid bore guides for each of these damn rifles because they're not all the same.
When you talk about I have so many rifles and blah 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 blah, all I can think about is if Jeff has 20 rifles, 17 of them came from Tyler.
Yeah, that's fair. I will tell you what though, I did kind of like one last hurrah. One of my rifles, I was like, it's rusted, it's beat up, the groups are opening up. It literally just, I'm gonna need to polish it. Ran a little abrasive down it, cleaned the crap out of one of them. This was before I went on Tuesday, and man, it shoots nice again, which is nice. So you can save barrels. It's just not. I hate running abrasive down the barrel. Like that's a last ditch.
Dude, I used to have this crazy cleaning like method, right? Where I'd take the rifle and I'd run some Hoppe's number 9 down there, clean out all that carbon fouling. And then I'd use this sweet 7.62 to try and pull all the copper out. And then I'd run this Remington 700X bore scrubber through there, right? And like with that shit, you're just stroking. So it's like, I just do 10 strokes. And then Hoppe's number 9 through the whole thing until there's nothing left, right? This cleaning process would take me, hour and a half per rifle. And I don't know, I was just like dead set on it. And eventually I just started to notice that I wasn't getting a huge benefit out of doing that every single time. And I still do it, but it's not like that. I mean, when I want to strip the barrel, that's the method I use. But outside of that, I'm just normal. Let's get the carbon out, pop that carbon ring off, and let's roll forward. So,
Yeah, if you like, I use Bortec Eliminator, and they make like a copper cutter, and they make a carbon cutter, but just regular Eliminator works so good that it's 3 patches and then 20 scrubs with a nylon brush. Let it soak for 5 minutes. 3 patches, you're done. And under like a normally maintained barrel, that's all it takes. But you know, like if you take like you're scraping the carbon off of those little like AR-15 bolts,
Yeah.
like on the backside, and how like you need fucking dental picks for that. Like you're trying to clean that with a nylon brush. So you really got to let like the solvents do their job, but sometimes it was just annoying.
I'm taking barrels off actions.
It was,
and put an earplug in the muzzle and pour sweets down that and just let it hang there for a few hours. Like I've tried all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have to say I'm probably anti-brand when it comes to like pick your poison, whatever gun store you're looking at cleaning stuff. The shinier the label, the farther away I get. Like, I start looking at like, okay, who's got the shittiest non-graphic design label? That's the stuff I want, because that's probably the shit that'll give you cancer, and that's what I want to put down my barrel. So,
yeah, my only rule is I don't use any ammonia cleaners, because I have a tendency to just, when I let something soak, I forget about it. So I don't want to let something sit in there that's going to do damage. So, the Bortec's just been great, just because it's what I've used for years. And it works really good, but I'll use fucking anything. I don't care. But yeah, so the moral of the story is take care of your shit. If you have a hot rod, caliber, it's like, that's a lot of high pressure in that barrel. Like,
I just want to make sure you got the Caitlin ready for me, because I'm going to be back. I got on the 18th,
I'm not
on the 19th, and
it's going to be filthy.
That's all right. I'm just going to loot the shit out of it, and it's going to cycle like a dream. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be perfect.
Hey, man, this is just a test to kind of see how our live streaming does, how the comments show up. I mean, there's other tests that we're going to do in the future, how to share screens and things like that. For right now, I just wanted to get the basics out. Some things that are happening in our world. We introduced the Knicks. Their podcast is coming up. They're going to try and knock one out this week. So it should be interesting to get these dudes streaming live and what that looks like. I mean, Diaz can't take nothing back, dog. So, I wonder how reserved he's going to be. I don't think he's going to be reserved. He's just going to say what he's thinking. Yeah.
I don't think he cares.
This weekend, Friday for you, Saturday for me, is Ohio State versus Texas. I know how much you care about the football, but dude, I'm pumped. One game away from national championship, and I don't think they're going to stand a chance.
No, man, it's. I feel bad for you. You're going to be one game away from almost getting the
championship. In other news, we are developing our own app. I am not releasing any fucking details about this, because you know how this industry is. We say one thing about something that we're developing, and somebody's going to beat us to the punch, especially because I'm the one doing all the coding. And dude, that shit is insane. I got mad respect for these homies out there who know how to just write that shit. I'm using a program that's allowing me to hook little Legos together to like write the code.
Mm-hmm.
I still can't understand the concept of it. Like, I've built this entire frame, and now I got to go page by page, and the login screen, getting the fucking username to register the password and like check that it's legit. I spent all day trying to get that, and I'm still stuck on it. I got fucking ChatGPT, which I named Billy. We've just been yelling at each other. Like, he's telling me to do shit, and I'm like, it's not a fucking option available, dude. He's like, I'm sorry, I understand your frustration. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't understand.
No, you
like, it feels weird to have a fucking full-on conversation with an AI program, but it's been also a huge help putting this app together. And what's crazy is like, it started off as like, we need an app because of our plans for our courses. We need something to enhance our course, right? So started looking at how we're going to build this app. And I felt like every 30 minutes, well, we should do this. Well, we should do this. What about this? Well, fuck, we should add pistol. We should add carbine. Now we got to have this. Like, it has turned into this project. And
but it's going to be a really cool
there is
standalone
no
piece now.
app
It's supposed
like
to
it.
just,
Nothing.
yeah, it's going to be
And
pretty rad.
the integrations with other systems that I'm trying to put in here, you know, there's a few companies. I don't even want to mention the companies, right? I don't want to give anybody any ideas, but like some other apps and companies that we're trying to integrate into our app so that you can use their program. And how weird will it be to have AI tied into the app? So as a shooter, you're on our app, and now you have the ability to have framed conversations with an AI platform that can reach out onto the internet and pull information that you're looking for. I mean, it's going to be wild. I'm pretty excited. It's been a pain in my ass.
It's pretty cool.
It went from, hey, how long is it going to take to develop this app? And it's like, oh, you're looking at like 22 hours. And by the time I've gotten everything added that I want, and I sent you guys the outline of what the app is going to look like and function. And I think I'm at like 92 man hours right now of building this app. So for all of you guys, when we get this app released, there'll be a free version. I'm always a dude who's like, yeah, let me get that free version. But there'll be paid versions as well. And just know that there was a lot of heartache involved in putting this together. And it makes me think back, Jeff, when I want to say freshman in high school, that was like I learned typing on a typewriter, dude. And then we started getting computers introduced into like one class. We had a computer class. Now they got computers and tablets and everything in every fucking class. But just thinking back, like, I wish I would have learned some of this shit then, you know, like taken more of an interest or been forced to understand how computers would shape our lives going forward, right? Because now, I mean, the people that do this for a living, there's a reason that they get paid these big dollars, because when you're looking at like Python or JavaScript, you're like, what the fuck does any of that mean? But it's going to be cool. I'm pretty excited about it. It's been I can't stop thinking about it, can't stop working on it, but hopefully I can crank out 90 hours of work in the next 2 weeks, and we can have ourselves our version 1 app where everybody messages us and complains that there's some bug that Tyler fucked up and you guys need to fix this. But I think
no, it's going to be pretty bitchin'. I'm stoked to just get my hands on it and use it. You know, so we'll see how it goes. You just keep slaving away in your little shack there. Let us know how it goes.
All right, man. Hey, this has been a good 19 minutes. I'm looking forward to being home next week. Sit down with the guys, get with you, get some of our videos knocked out, and just, you know, get back into the saddle of things, man. So, hey, wish my Buckeyes good luck. Would you stop talking shit? Catch you later.
All right, brother. We'll see you.